Mackenzie. I got a quick sneak peek of the Nutcracker.
Oh, cool.
And one of the facets that I wanted to talk about was clearly the main facet is the Clara character looking for this key left behind by her mother that unlocks the four realms, right? And essentially, I took it as kind of the mother leaving a gift for Clara, in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to ask you, since the movie is a family film at its core, I wanted to know maybe what's the most valuable piece of advice that maybe your mom or your dad have left behind for you?
Ooh. I think with my parents, definitely, if you want something in life, you have to work for it and to believe in yourself, to follow your heart and listen to it, and just work hard. And if you do that, you can achieve your goals.
Wow, that's very good to hear. Another tidbit that I did in my research was that I found out that you were interested in directing.
Yes.
And the reason why I found that interesting or surprising, it wasn't because an actor wanted to go into directing. I mean, just this year we're seeing Bradley Cooper with A Star is Born, Jonah Hill with mid-90s. So I wanted to ask you, because usually you don't hear from a teenager saying that they're interested in directing. So I wanted to know if you can look through your entire filmography, whether it be The Nutcracker or The Conjuring or Interstellar or Twilight, if you could pick one scene for you to direct yourself, which scene would you choose?
Ooh, that's a hard one. I don't know if I can pinpoint one scene, just because there's so many that I think I would love to direct. Mm-hmm. And because of the films that I've done, they've all been kind of different genres, and that would be each scene, each different type of film will propose a different challenge. But I think in general, the types of films that I want to direct are stories that mean something, that not necessarily are these like deep thought films, but films that make you feel happy, that inspire you, make you look at the world in a different way. Those are the types of films and scenes that I would like to create.
Okay, that's very good to know. Another question I had was, because clearly in the film you're working with the who's who of actors, whether it be Helen Mirren, Keira Knightley, or Morgan Freeman, Oscar-nominated or Oscar-winning actors. And I was curious from the artistic perspective, since you're still very much in the early stages of your career with a long road ahead of you, was there anything in regards to their artistic process that you picked up on that maybe you want to incorporate in your career moving forward?
Ooh, it was actually really cool seeing the other actors create their characters, especially in the realms, because they are very different from their own personalities. So what I kind of noticed is that even though they're not necessarily saying something, they kind of convey their thoughts and emotions through little, very subtle facial expressions and movements, their body language, and that's something that I find very interesting and very crucial in the acting process, and that's something that I always work on. So I think definitely that is something I really picked up.
Okay, and last one for me, if you watch any Disney movie, and I know that you're a Disney movie buff, right?
Yeah.
You are? So obviously in any Disney movie, there's always that signature moment, whether it's The Lion King with the Circle of Life, or Aladdin and the Magic Carpet, or Cinderella and the Glass Slipper. There's always that one moment where as an audience you're watching the film and you're like, okay, that's a Disney movie. But I'm curious from an actor's perspective, and you being, again, a Disney movie buff, on set, when was that one moment where you kind of had to pinch yourself and be like, okay, wow, I'm in a Disney movie, I'm a princess, like, wow.
There's a couple of moments in that film, I think, but I think a really, really crucial one, when it's in the trailers, when Clara is at Drosselmeyer's party and she sees the Christmas tree and she just like walks up, I think that's like a very Christmassy, very magical moment. And also when she's in the Christmas tree forest and she's like walking up to the tree, I think it's a very whimsical, very magical moment of this is a magic world and this is a young girl discovering it. I think and filming it, the sets were massive. What you see in the film is what was actually there. And so walking up to it, feeling that sense of this is a Disney movie. We're making a Disney film. It was a really cool moment to be in.
Well, again, Mackenzie, thank you so much for your time. It was an absolute pleasure. Thank you.
It was nice to meet you too.